Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you. Thank you. You always make me feel so warm and welcome. No. This door's supposed to have a spring on it. Alright? It's not local codes. It wasn't required then. No, it's supposed to have a spring on it. While there are things in the garage that we care about, the things we care most about are on the other side of this door. It should close all the time. I get that it's a nuisance. Alright, I understand when you're carrying groceries in and opening and closing the door can be a burden. But no, this door should have a spring on it. It should be a fire-rated door with a spring on it. But this is about the garage door. The garage car entry overhead door opener. This is the overhead door. It's a vinyl panel section door. The control button is right here where it belongs, high enough from the ground, high enough from the threshold, but it should have a warning notice right here. Alright, and it needs to be high enough to keep little hands from getting to it. And it is high enough. But we should have a warning notice posted right here. A warning notice like the warning notice that's posted inside of this door like it's supposed to be. Got a warning notice posted inside of this door. We have spring tension notices posted on each corner of the first panel. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. The thing is, we should have a warning notice over here on this button. Also, these optic sensors are not supposed to be further from the ground than 6 inches. They're supposed to be 6 inches or less closer to the ground. These control wires are supposed to be secured with insulated staples. Those are not insulated staples. They can cut or bind the control line. So your optic sensors are too high, and we did not use insulated staples. There should be a pull handle inside of this door, so that if you go through the emergency release right here where you have one, you can do the emergency release, and then you can grab the pull handle and pull it up. Over here we have a manual door lock. Alright, this should have been, isn't that? We can lock the door I don't want to. We can lock the door manually. Forget that we lock the door manually. Somebody would push that button or use a remote control, and then this door would become twisted and binded, and it would destroy the door. Okay, so this is supposed to be decommissioned so that the door can operate without damaging the door. This is the emergency pull release. We have that. We learned, because it's properly labeled as being GFCI protected right there. Let me come over here. Alright, we haven't learned anything yet. We haven't learned anything yet. See, the light went out? It's because it's a GFCI protected. That's a good thing. Now on the inspection agreement that my client signed, dear client, thank you. On the inspection agreement posted on my website and on the inspection report, I am going to have noticed, I'm giving notice that I do not do block tests for the emergency reverse. Alright? I only test them visually. I made a business decision. It's do no harm. Do no harm. So yes, we will test it, and that's the counter spring right there. That's a good thing. We will test it solely with the optic sensors so that we know that it works. Nice and quiet. Well, I'm waiting for this thing to come up. Those cables should not be routed through the ceiling like that. Okay, that's a bad thing. It's not about the door, but just like this wasn't about the door. But we get our bonuses. We do that. I march across here. We know that the safety reverse works. We do not know how the tension adjustment has been made, or if it's been made. It's important. So if you want to do a block test, do a block test. I have instructions baked into the inspection report on how to do a block test. So that can be, that can be performed. The seller can show you, or if I was the client, I'd have the listing agent demonstrate it, or my, agent. I'd have somebody demonstrate it to me. He doesn't mind taking responsibility. So I'm sure it would work, but we want to know.